Imagine this. Throughout human history, wars have taken the lives of hundreds of millions of people. Entire empires have collapsed, borders have changed, and the map of the world has been redrawn. But a question arises. Which wars were the largest and most devastating in human history? But before we begin, you are on the Velorum History Channel. Here, history is not simply told. Here, history comes to life. Today, we will talk about the greatest wars that changed the course of human history. Wars have played a major role in shaping the world we live in today. At the same time, they have also caused some of the greatest tragedies in human history. Below, we will briefly discuss some of the largest wars in history. 1. World War I, 1914 to 1918. This was one of the deadliest conflicts in history, involving many countries. The war caused the deaths of approximately 16 million people. It led to major political and territorial changes, including the collapse of empires, the redrawing of national borders, and the emergence of new states. 2. World War II, 1939 to 1945. This war is considered the deadliest conflict in human history. More than 70 million people lost their lives. The war ended with the defeat of Nazi Germany and its allies. It also led to major geopolitical changes, including the creation of the United Nations and the division of Germany. 3. The Cold War, 1947 to 1991. This was a period of geopolitical tension characterized by political, economic, and military rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union. Although it did not lead to a direct war between the two superpowers, it resulted in several proxy wars in different regions, including the Korean War and the Vietnam War. 4. The Korean War, 1950 to 1953. This conflict began when North Korea invaded South Korea. The war ended not with a peace treaty, but with an armistice, leaving the Korean peninsula divided into North and South Korea. The war caused millions of casualties and significantly shaped the political landscape of East Asia. 5. The Vietnam War, 1955 to 1975. This was a long and brutal conflict between North Vietnam, supported by the Soviet Union and China, and South Vietnam, supported by the United States and its allies. The war eventually ended with the withdrawal of American forces and the reunification of Vietnam under communist rule. 6. The Gulf War, 1990 to 1991. This conflict began when Iraq invaded Kuwait. A US-led international coalition intervened to liberate Kuwait. The coalition forces achieved a rapid military victory, although Saddam Hussein remained in power in Iraq, which later contributed to further instability in the region. 7. The Iraq War, 2003 to 2011. This war was launched by a US-led coalition with the goal of overthrowing Saddam Hussein's regime and eliminating alleged weapons of mass destruction. The war resulted in the fall of Saddam Hussein, but it also led to prolonged insurgency and sectarian violence within Iraq. 8. The Syrian Civil War, 2011 to present. This ongoing conflict began with protests against the Syrian government. It later evolved into a complex war involving multiple factions, including government forces, rebel groups, extremist organizations, and international actors. The war has caused immense human suffering and forced millions of people to flee their homes. These wars represent only a few examples of the largest conflicts in human history. Each of them reshaped political landscapes, redrew borders, and led to the loss of millions of lives. History shows us that wars do not only determine the fate of nations, but they can also change the course of humanity itself.